What is happening, Magnus? I did not know that there is more to this. Guess we have more shenanigans going on. Get over and follow Star Wars Theory. Tell them Tyrone Magnus sent you.
Wow.
All right. I hate when it does that. I have two screens on here, and sometimes it pops up on the lower screen. Don't like that.
While you're watching this video, today is the day that we are going to be recording lines in the sound studio in Chicago for Vader Episode 2 and 3. So Jesse will be reprising his role, and James Earl Jones was a huge hero for him. And so it's going to be a bit of a sensitive day in the studio, but we're going to hopefully make him proud and make all of you proud.
I'm sure you
work
will.
That's going to be done today. As you know, Vader Episode 2 and 3 is a $1.2 million plus project that I'm funding myself. The Theory Sabers, to be honest, is funding. And so because of this interesting
So your new business that you started is doing well
go ahead and run a 24,
enough to fund this. Gotcha.
Now, let's do a 48-hour sale at 25% off. That's going to cut well into my costs. So grab whatever you want at theorysabers.com. We also got some new t-shirts on the merch site. I'm going to link everything below. So you can get whatever you like, man. You want to get the dual spinning crystal? This is going to be like $70 with the sale. This is the Gradient. The beautiful saber. And does everything you want. And we got over $10,000 of value in there with all of the sound fonts by Kyberphonic and all of the music, the exclusive music to me and the channel by Samuel Kim. That's just a thank you to you guys. Enjoy the sale for 48 hours. The code is green on both sites, on the merch site and on the TheorySabers.com site. But anyways, you guys are here for the video. Let's get to the receipts.
All right. See what's happening.
TheorySabers.com.
Hey guys, so YouTube has responded along with Molly Damon and Stupendous Wave, Eckhart's Ladder, a lot of other people. And we're going to get into it today. And this will hopefully be the last video, but if I need to make more, I got no reservations.
You're letting it all loose now.
Only money.
Thanks for reaching out, YouTube says. Just heard back and confirmed that this content is not violative and will remain up. We totally understand you may not agree with this decision, but we reviewed this video very carefully against our policies. 9.6 million views. Imagine how many people in and outside of the Star Wars community saw this. 9.6 million. Wild. And all through a coordinated attack on me and my fellow peers who disliked The Acolyte by rewriting Ripley Pod, Molly Damon, Star Wars Explained, and so many other people. They wanted to take the food out of our mouth. They wanted to destroy our livelihoods. I help my family out, man. I'm sure a lot of my friends who have platforms, they do a lot of other things with their money for their families. They tried to take that completely away by a mass coordinated attack to tell YouTube that we are racists and bigots and that the Star Wars community is tired of us.
I am the Sith.
I feel like
Yeah! That's exactly right, dude.
they have a different idea of what the Star Wars fandom really is and who they really are, but we're just going to let that one slide. If you want to go and see more stuff, you can go to my Twitter or my X at RealSWTheory and see for yourself, as there are. We got everybody coming in here. It's a good time. We got Stupendous Wave chiming in. We got Eckhart's Ladder. We got some DMs that are like people that were friends with Alex and Molly for years that apparently got shunned by them for various reasons. Horrible reasons, have released some messages to me because they're like, these guys suck. We really don't like them. And I was like, oh, geez, I'll take these screenshots. I'll check them out. So it just reinforces more of what I was saying. And the stuff that I've been dealing with for the last 8 years from these people, which I haven't said anything. Even when, Alex was doing his This Week in Clickbait and all that stuff and just sending attack.
He's always really nice. And he's the same anxiety about his channel as we all do, and he's perplexed by the stupendous wave. So it just humanized him, and I'm like, okay, well, I can't even really be jealous of you anymore. I get it. Also sounds like he works crazy hard.
Access to my channel, downvoting my videos, comments, and people are starting to get this weird idea about me that I'm all about money. I didn't say anything. I just continued on my way. I left a comment on his video, and I just freaking kept making Star Wars content. More what ifs, kept on the comics, all that stuff, which I'm going to be going back to. I stayed in my lane, and I kept to the truth of what my channel was there for, which is just to talk about George Lucas Star Wars and what I enjoyed about it. So here's this message from an anonymous source, and they'll remain anonymous. So I'm at Star Wars Theory, says Alex, and he's really nice. So damn it, I like him now, and I at least understand him a little more. They say. When and how and why the smack talk. Details. He says EA event today. Smack talk is just because I've talked shit about him in the past, or his channel and content anyway. But he was really, really nice. And he has like the same anxieties about his channel as we all do. And he is perplexed by Stupendous Wave. Lol. So just humanized him, and I'm like, okay, well, I can't even really be jealous of you anymore. I get it. Also, it sounds like he works crazy hard. Wow, says the anonymous source. And there's more to the message. There's a lot more messages like this with him and other people. And it's just disgusting. And it just reinforces more and more of just the kind of bullying that I've had to deal with for the last 8 years. And look, I'm not going to give you guys my life story here, but I was bullied my entire life. From being sick and being on chemo and like my parents being pretty over.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
The nickname Band-Aid in school, because I had no immune system really. And so, anytime there was a cut, anyways.
Jesus.
I was just bullied a lot. School was not a fun time for me. And so I've learned to kind of just like deflect it and deal with it and be like, whatever, and just continue on because I know it's there and I know it exists. And this propelled me to, want to build muscles and go to the gym and learn to fight and this and that and all that stuff. And it also propelled me to fall deeper and deeper into love with Star Wars. And so when I started my channel, I just freaking had like 20 plus years of like lore and theories and stuff. And it all just kind of vomited out, and I made videos, and it just, it was just marinating in my head for like over 20 plus years, and I just, people liked it. What can I say? Am I at fault for that? I don't know. Maybe that's karma for me having to deal with a shitty ass childhood in school and
maybe
all that. I don't know, dude. Whatever, man. Don't hate me just because I made content people like.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
you did something right. That's all it is. People liked it, man. I mean. People are jealous just to be jealous. They're jealous because they're not you, because they can't have your, or don't have your fame at the time, or your numbers, or your growth. I'm happy for him. He's doing his thing. I'm not jealous. Like, why? It's like being jealous of somebody else with a job. I'm jealous of you. You got a job too. Oh.
Eckhart's Ladder and I, who's another Star Wars content creator that you may or may not know of, who's pretty big, and we were friends, and then we fell out of touch, and now we're talking again. And now Stupendous Wave and I are sharing each other's numbers, and we're like gonna talk to each other, and we're thinking of starting a Star Wars podcast together, which would be pretty freaking cool, because I couldn't really think of a better person to talk Star Wars with than the other largest Star Wars channel on the face of the planet. And the OG, the guy who was there in the very beginning, who understands all the shit that I went through, because Alex was sending the same kind of garbage and vitriol and jealousy and bullying his way too. And he comes to my aid in a lot of these messages, and he finds it to be just absolutely disgusting. And so, Stupendous Wave, buddy, I can't wait until we link up and we make something happen here. Eckhart's Ladder, can't wait till we link up and make something happen too. Maybe the three of us can come together and even make some sort of a cool podcast.
Give me Lieutenant Eckhart.
I don't know. Anyways, Molly Damon has apparently replied to all of this, and it's just as you would expect. Let's check it out, shall we? I'm not surprised, man. I mean, if you guys are surprised, welcome to the last 8 years of being on Star Wars YouTube. Thank you for all the love and support over the past few days. Love and support of a bully? Someone who's been bullying someone for wild, man. It really means a lot. I never started any sort of campaign. I just agreed with and shared 2 images that were created and shared first by another podcast, who I guess wants to remain anonymous in all of this.
Time to abandon ship.
Love y'all. You're admitting that you corroborated in trying to deplatform someone and literally strip them of their ability to live. Take away their livelihood.
It's like the whole thing is, if you agreed with it, okay, whatever. you have that freedom to agree with it and even like the post, but why share it? Like that it just brings more eyes to it to falsely attack somebody like that. Like
End them because you didn't agree with them on a show. If you
Yeah.
want to talk about the boys being racist and this and that, they can handle that on their own. And I've talked about that many times, and they can take you to court for defamation or whatever. And you want to lump me in there too and try to, like, because of your pure hatred for me for so many years, because I was successful, you're literally agreeing to the fact that yes, you did indeed support deplatforming someone, me, but you didn't write it, and someone else wants to remain anonymous. Well, that's someone else. Doesn't matter who they are because you were part of it. And you being literally the poster girl of this simply because of your name and your notoriety and the size of your Star Wars channel. And you've also been in huge support of...
all I did was share too. Oh, stop that. I've been attacked. I've seen other. It's like as soon as you share something like that, you're supporting it. You're putting more eyes on it. You're helping get the word out. Whatever you want to call it. Okay, you are helping that post.
Of the campaign leading to destroy Gina Carano's livelihood and reputation by taking her job away and having her fired. Let's not forget, these people were part of that. They were in support of that. This is the name of their freaking game, man. They don't like you. They try to take everything you have and destroy you. Let's dig a little deeper, shall we? Who is this rewriting?
That was intense right there on your face, man. That was intensity. That was some good chops right there. I know you ain't acting, though. That was good. Look at his face.
Thing you have and destroy you. Let's dig
See
a little
that?
deeper, shall
That's
we?
real.
Who is this
He's telling the truth.
Informal majesty. Interesting. Let's go ahead and click on that and then click on this. I don't even know who this person is, but seems like they have something to say about me. Star Wars Theory knows Molly Damon didn't start any demands on YouTube last week. Hello there. How many more good faith content creators will turn to profitable hate campaigns if this behavior is permitted to continue with no repercussions? Other YouTubers involved have a timeline of the tweets. They know who tweeted first. So is this like a race? Am I supposed to go after the person who like tweeted half a millisecond before, or how does this work? I think, just like the Kiadi Mundi birth date thing, we're kind of missing the whole point, or maybe you're just trying to derail the whole thing to help yourself out. Trying to deplatform me and take away everything I've worked for is one thing.
You fool!
But the 8 years of bullying and jealousy and being just an overall asshole to me is another thing. So just like you used Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers as a scapegoat to then launch an attack on me all those years ago in your This Week in Clickbait bullshit, which you made merch from and tried to laugh at me always, this is now my response to that 8 years in the making. So now we got two things.
How'd you go so far as to make merch attacking people? Like, good
We got
Lord,
the thing
man.
that you've been bugging me about. You've been literally punching down on me for 8 years simply for doing my thing and I guess being successful. And that is up to people. I can't do that myself. And believe if people could do that, I'm sure you guys would be kings of the universe because you would deem it so. Because they want to destroy me. They've been wanting to destroy me forever, since inception. The receipts are all there. They did the same thing to Stupendous Wave. You can go and look at that, and you can ask him too. And maybe him and I will talk about it if we do our podcast. Or maybe we'll just have a good laugh behind closed doors. Molly from Star Wars Explained refuses to take responsibility and instead plays the victim. However, by admitting she participated in the campaign to deplatform channels, she's only tied herself to even more. How about an apology, Molly? Eh? Am I not a person? Just because I make money, does that mean I'm not a person?
Hello, I like money.
Just because I get views that keep Alex up at night? Not a person? Yeah, here we go. Mary Sue, the same person who interviewed Leslie Headland that I did a reaction of, who then started to body shame me and say I have no riz. I mean, it was like the most...
So I had to do a reaction video to my interview because they've been grifting off of Star Wars. He's grifting off of women and sending his minions after them. Yeah, right. F off and go build some faulty lightsabers while crying on camera. Yo, man, she's trying hard.
Strange comment and reply I've ever seen to her being angry that I reacted to her interview with Leslie Headland. It was insane. Imagine if it was reversed. Written by Rachel Leishman. the ultimate fake geek girl, says Master of the TDS. I agree. The damage control for Star Wars Explained is in full swing, and somehow they still believe they're the victims. Molly is even celebrating the fact that someone has blocked Star Wars Theory despite admitting they have no idea what actually is happening. You know, here's the thing. Let me just put it in Cliff Notes. Guy creates YouTube channel about Star Wars. Other Star Wars channel who was there years before sees Guy's success, tries to learn from him and see if he's doing anything special, realizes it's just hard work and he's more creative or whatever. Guy literally launches attack after attack after attack and bullies him for 8 years. Behind closed doors, online, then apologizes, then does it again, then apologizes and does it again. And here we go, when he stopped doing it because he's so sackless, his wife does it. I wouldn't be surprised if his wife was behind this the whole entire time. The guy is just being manipulated. I don't know. I don't know what goes on.
That would be
behind
wild.
closed doors there. It's not my business. I have no idea what the hell is going on in the fandom, and that's okay, I don't want to know, but I love Star Wars Explained and Molly Damon. They are super special people and run a fantastic YouTube channel. Thank you. Best to stay out of it. Trust me, lol. Yeah. Hey, Daniel, you don't want to know the truth about the people that you think are so great. They've actually been absolute bullies for the last 8 years to me for no apparent reason, and if anyone disagrees with them, they will immediately call them a...
Ain't it crazy how, like, the jocks, the cool kids are bullies. You know, a lot of those are bullies. But, like, once you get into the nerd community, you really realize how much hatred, vitriol, and bullying there is. And most of them would never say it to your face. I guarantee you 99.9% of them would never say nothing to your face like that.
A racist, and if that doesn't work, then they're going to try and take away their livelihood and pull the plug so they die. So then here's some more Star Wars Explained supporters, I believe. I'm going to be real, guys. I think Star Wars Theory should do what Hannah Baker did and the tub, razors and all. So essentially they're saying that I should go and slit my wrists in the tub and end myself. Here's another one. Here's another supporter of Star Wars Explained. Can we kill this MF? My thoughts are that
they better hope that nobody reports that, because that can get their Twitter account, you know what I mean, taken down.
To do a public beheading of Star Wars Theory. I'll be selling popcorns. You can't make this up, man.
Them
the
too.
new Star Wars Theory video is insane and disgusting. He exposes private emails between him and Star Wars. Nothing was private there, bro. It was him just trying to get information on what's making me get so many subscribers, because that's all he cares about. He doesn't give a shit. You would think if someone actually really is so infatuated with Star Wars and they're getting flown out to red carpet premieres, they're getting early access to the video games, they're getting exclusive interviews with the directors, the writers, authors, and they're getting all this free swag. They meet Dave Filoni, they meet all these people. They get to go to Lucasfilm Studios headquarters and do cool stuff. You would think that they wouldn't even spend time on anyone else because they're winning. But alas, it is not about that for them. They don't care. They want the views. They want the subscribers.
That's how I am. I can't sit there and steam and fume and watch your videos of hatred. Like I said, people send me stuff, you know what I mean? And like, because the fans sometimes stir the pot, like I've been fooled before in the past. I'll never be fooled again. You know, like a fan would tell me something, and believe it or not, like I would just kind of take it at face value. And I'm like, oh, that was like the first couple of years I was doing YouTube, because I trust people to tell the truth. But yeah, I know it sounds crazy now. I know, but that's how a lot of people are online. You'll see plenty of rumors being spread, and someone will say, oh, wow, that's crazy. Man, I can't believe they did that, without even doing any research. You got to do the research. I was like that when I was younger in the game. I was just, not for everything, but since it's like, oh, they're my followers. Of course they're going to tell me the truth. So, yeah, now, like, if people send me stuff, I might check out a couple seconds of somebody's video, see what they're saying. What? You don't have Tyrone? Oh, okay. Banned. And then that's it. I don't watch your video. There's no way I will watch a 5, 10, 15 minute, even a minute video of someone talking trash about me. All I need is a couple of seconds to know what you're doing, and then you're banned. That's it.
And they want the money, in my opinion. All you need to know, too, is most likely Nia as a personality disorder because he released years of personal emails between himself and Alex as a form of punishment. Lol. No, I released that so people would believe me when I'm talking about my punishment. Lol. No, I released years of personal emails between himself and Alex as a form of punishment. Lol. No, I released that so people would believe me when I'm talking about my claims. You know, it's something called receipts. It's having proof. You know, unlike what these people do, they just call you a racist and try to get you deplatformed.
Yeah.
So I actually show my receipts that this person was doing this and this to me for years, and here are the receipts from the very beginning to show you. And in the years following, to show the trend of their manipulation and their jealousy and envy. And in the end, after 8 years of trying to cancel me, defame me, lie about me, and essentially just make me out to be a really piece of shit person and only cares about views, they realized that failed, and then they tried to take away all of my livelihood, everything that I worked hard for, by a coordinated attack to pull the plug. I mean, imagine you guys, a lot of you have a craft or a job or a hobby or a career that you've worked so hard on. And imagine you have this mosquito that's constantly flying around, and this mosquito talks. And it goes around telling all these other people that you are such a bad person and you are this and that and the other thing. And when that doesn't work, they then try to take everything from you. Imagine what Nia does to his partner. Ooh, these people are, they're so far from a soul. They're so far from anything that's just holy, normal. They're so full of hatred and anger, and it's blinded them. They really think that they are the good guys, and they have zero self-awareness. They have an
I'm not fooled by the lies of the Jedi.
And it's destroying them, and it will continue to, and they will continue to try and take.
Whenever I read any type of comments like that or see anything, it's like the bewilderment of Obi-Wan. Your new empire. Like, it's like, what is wrong with you? You are talking to someone who has gone insane. Just go to Twitter. I was telling you, go to Twitter, type my name in, type his name in. See the tweets talking about people, us. Look at all the, like, literally blatant fabricated lies, no receipts of people saying stuff.
Take me down for years, man. When I just want to make Star Wars content, I just want to engage with my community. I don't want to talk about this idiot. I don't want to talk about these people. But finally, at the end, after 8 years, man, you're literally trying to kill me. You're trying to suffocate me. You're trying to take away everything I've worked for. And I'm not going to let that happen. I've had this on the back burner. At any moment, I could have released this, and I never did. You bit off more than you could chew on this one. And believe me, all the other people that support him, all those other people I've collaborated with in the past, I don't want to turn this channel into freaking drama channel. All right? Your move. So, if you guys want to read any more, you can go right ahead. You can check out a lot of Stupendous Waves replies and stuff. He's been, like, just so supportive, unbelievably supportive, and I can't thank him enough. It's really, really nice to see, especially someone who was literally just an OG from the very beginning. I want to thank you guys.
Yeah, sometimes as a YouTuber, you feel like you're out there by yourself because all of us get attacked. A lot of times we just collectively have nothing to say on behalf of each other, depends on how bad it is. You know what I mean? Like, people just calling names is just like, damn, they're calling us all the same thing. Like, a lot of times we just don't say nothing because, like, it's just the same crap all over and over again. But in this type of situation, it's so left field how far they went to try to deplatform him like this and the others, that you gotta say something. It's like, no, all right, now look, all that name calling, but now you guys are seriously trying to hurt him. You know what I mean? So, and like I said, I get it, you know?
Of course, for seeing the logic in all of this and judging for yourselves. And I want to thank YouTube for, of course, realizing that there was nothing that was violating any terms of service.
That's what I told y'all before. Like, I've spoken to many people in YouTube, and they understand and they know what we go through on a daily basis. They understand. They want to make sure that our mental health is good. They understand that there are fake brigades, hate brigades of people that make up lies, fabricate things. They know. You know what I mean? Like they think that when they write Team YouTube, something's going to happen. But they don't understand that Team YouTube is already on to them before they even write them. That's what they don't get.
I appreciate all you guys. I hope that you will continue to have free will and freedom of speech and speak your minds as much as you want, as long as it doesn't hurt anybody. And subscribe and watch whoever you want to, whether that's me or anybody else. That is up to you. And that's not my job to tell you who to watch or anything, you know? So free will, free speech is the number one thing that we have in this world. And I fully believe that if you have something to say, an opinion on something, then, you know, that's what made the 90s amazing. That's what made the 2000s amazing. It's just freedom of speech, you know? So I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for your time, and I hope that this can be the last video about this. If there will be another one, believe me, there will be.
Forget he's a younger whippersnapper. I was like, why did he say the 90s and the 2000s?
Rust.
I was like, what about the 80s?
Of course, be with you always.
What about the 70s? Oh, Lord. Oh, the psychotic nature of some people. Post comments down below. Let me know what y'all thought. If you enjoyed my reaction and thoughts, hit the like button, subscribe, and share.